Hello, YouTube family. This is Freddie Davis.
And Lori Davis.
We're coming to you today to let you know that God loves you forever, and that His love will never change. His love for us is undying,
That's true.
and there's nothing that we can do that can stop Him from loving us.
That's true.
So, on that note, uh, Lori, what do you think about the love of God?
The love of Christ is a perfect love. And I thank him for this love because he didn't have to think about will I love her or not. It was just it's the thought of loving me was pure from the beginning. So his thoughts of the love towards me was pure from beginning to the end. To him it's finished. And his fulfillment of his love for me has already been taken, already been done. In a sense, that's the way God see me.
Yeah. And what we have to remember also is that when we were in the mind of God,
Mm.
He wanted someone that he could, commune with
Yes.
that had their own will,
Yes.
and that He wanted them to love Him
Mm-hmm.
for who He is,
Right.
not for what He can do for us, but for who He is.
Right. Like I heard a preacher say, not for his pocketbook, but
Yeah,
for who,
that's
for
right.
for him. Because
Right.
if you when you get him, the pocketbook comes with him.
That's right. That's right.
And that's just like us. We want relationship freely. We don't want to make nobody love. We don't want to buy love.
That's right.
And that's what he didn't want. He want relationship, and
That's
that's what
right.
he want with us.
That's right.
So that's a good thing. Now, how do you think that? Well, no, not how he sees us, because we already know he sees us through love.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really we need to sit down and think about how we see him.
That's right.
Do we see him as this loving father, or do we see him as this one that's pointing you, oh, you did this wrong, and always pointing the finger? Now you know you should have done that. And that's not the kind of God he is.
Yeah.
He's the kind of God that's. He said he never be angry with me again.
Yeah.
I have to believe that. If I don't believe that, what he said that he'll never be angry with me again, when I do something wrong, my mind go on that he's angry with me, so I'm not going to talk to him.
That's right. And when we look at God, we have to look at God not the way the children of Israel looked at God, because they was looking for Him to be a God of war, but He was a God of love.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not a
Mm.
characteristic of God.
That's right.
He is
Yeah,
love.
he owns it. He owns love.
Yeah,
He
I
owns it.
mean, there's no way to
Yes, it is.
describe God is that God is love,
And he loves us. That's
and
good.
He loves us, and He has done everything to show us that He loves us. First of all, He created us in His own image.
Yeah. Yes, it
That
is.
was love,
Yes, it
because
is.
He created the angels, but He didn't create the angels
That's right.
in His image.
No, he
But He
did.
created man
Yes, he
in
did.
His own image. Now that was love beyond, you
Mm-hmm.
know, anything that we could even think of.
That's right.
Why did He love us so much?
Mm-hmm.
But when God looked at us after the death, burial, and resurrection of Christ, He see Himself.
Yes, he does.
We are the image of God,
Mm-hmm.
and He loves us. And like this one guy used to say all the time, He loves us, and there's nothing that we can do about
Mm. And when
it.
look, when you realize he loves you, you don't want to do
You
nothing about
don't
it,
want to do
but
that.
accept it. It
Accept
make you
it
accept it.
and go on. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because that's just, that's awesome.
That's amazing love.
Yeah. And, He, it says in His word as well, He not only love us, but He say, cast your cares upon me,
Mm-hmm.
for I care for you.
Yeah.
He cares about everything that you and I could ever go through
Yes.
or could even feel. He feels everything that we feel, you know.
Yeah.
He's just a God that, I mean, that there's no other way to describe him but love.
That's why we call this today love thoughts.
That's right.
Think on think on his love.
That's
Once you
right.
begin to think on his love, it changes you.
Yes.
So today, think on the love of Christ. Sometimes sit by yourself or while you're doing your, even watching television, your mind will go off on the thoughts of, he loved me that much or he
That's
loved
right.
me this much.
That's right.
He loves you just that much.
That's right.
As big as you can think, he's bigger than that.
Mm-hmm.
So continue. Think on the love thoughts. A little nugget from the seed.